Okay, I'm saying this now because I'm just a tiny bit self-conscious about putting this on the internet for like everybody to see and for me to remember watching. But really, this is what this is about. This is what life's about. Doing things that you might regret, but that you wanted to do. And things that are awesome. And things you did because you didn't forget to be awesome. And although are a little bit nerdy, a little bit dumb, like, oh, you know, you're not supposed to do that. This is to shun all those people. Forget about them. This is the Bravest Warrior pledge. I, Spencer J. Bundock, do solemnly pledge my life to the bodacious and heroic protection of the innocent, the defenseless, the adorable, and the pathetic, all across the universe. I shall refuse no cry for help. I shall accept no monetary reward for my heroing. And no force will ever slow down my emergency response time, except for possible untimely meteorites, subspace anomalies, or time loops. I am a hero, noble and righteous. Every breath is a promise for justice. Every step, a tiny dance for freedom. Every word, a melodic pop song about the glory of love. When evil gets fancy, we break that biz down for hope. You know who we are. We are the Bravest Warriors. Power, respect. Oh, I'm supposed to high-five somebody. Good afternoon, Roddy. It's fall 2013, but you already know that because you're watching this video relatively soon. It's actually, more specifically, October 3rd. See, the decorations are out. Everything smells like pumpkin. Everybody's selling pumpkin stuff. Pumpkin latte, pumpkin spice this, pumpkin spice that. Basically, my house reeks of pumpkin, which is a good thing. I like pumpkin. But Roddy, there's something missing. In this video particularly, and we're going to try and tackle that subject today. Roddy, by now you've obviously understood that the title of this video is Being Interesting, and the reason why is because I have been inspired by one of Wheezy Waiter's videos, How to Be Interesting, and I wanted to take today's video to try out the things on his list of how to be interesting and see if they actually work. Number one on Wheezy Waiter's list is to explore. Now recently, me and my wife have gone out on a very explorative and romantic weekend out to the Sequoia National Forest. We explored a lot, we learned a lot, it was an awesome time. Now unfortunately that was 2 weekends ago, so I can't do it in this video. But the good thing is that recently I've been noticing that I don't know much about the area that I live in. Not a lot at all, so I think we're going to explore that. Okay, so my front yard, hold on, I didn't lock myself out. Okay, my front yard, which is the backyard of them, is something that's common to me. I know a lot about this, but what's interesting is that I kind of have a little backyard, and I want to go in. I don't really go back here much, and it's kind of small. I don't know if you can see it. Hold on, let me get the lighting just right. Okay, you see? Okay, look, I'm way in the way. Okay, that's what my backyard looks like. We're gonna go back there real quick. All right, you got a wheelbarrow, some trash cans. That actually might come in handy. Look at that. A lot of ladders. Basically storage. A lot of spiders back here. Yeah, a lot. I'm gonna get out of here. All right, so that's kind of fun. Huh? So Roddy, what's even more out back door-ish is the alley behind my house. I've never been there except for to put out my trash. So we're gonna go see that. Okay, I can't tell if it's in focus or not. So this is the alleyway. Don't see much of it, really ever, but yeah, so what's that? Well, that escalated quickly. Low budget exploring. Well, Roddy, if that wasn't interesting, it sure was an adventure. Exploring and all. But now it's time to share my experience. And I'd like to start with Sequoia National Forest. So Roddy, to share my experience about Sequoia National Forest, I'd just like to tell you that the biggest tree in the world is huge. Like, Massive. You cannot believe it. Although maybe you can, because maybe you've seen it. I don't know. But for those of you that haven't seen the biggest tree in the world, it's huge. And also, on a side note, it is different from the tallest tree in the world. The tallest tree in the world is a redwood tree that lives in California. And it's actually taller than the biggest. The biggest is just the biggest because it's the most in volume. And there's actually some trees that are bigger, but they are not as big because they are hollowed out, so they're not, volume there. So the next thing to do is to create, Roddy, and this is a weird subject for me because I feel like in order to create, you gotta have like a creator's mind, like engineers create. I don't create, I just do. But then again, I do like build helicopters, so I guess that is creating something, but in my personal life I don't do much. Also, on a slightly related note, have you ever like not taken a hint at all? That's me. I can't take a hint. I mean, if something's like close to being done, I won't figure out what it is until it's actually done, like me solving a puzzle.
Man, what is this? I have no idea. What is going on? I can't... Oh, it's Aladdin with the monkey and the genie in the lamp.
So, besides all that, there are a few things that we create videos like this. They might not be changing the world, and they might not be helping the world, but it's something that we're creating. I mean, we've even started our own podcast. I think I'm going to start writing on modern day mythology. I don't even know if that's a thing, but it's just something that really interests me, and I really want to do it. So I'm going to do it, because yes! And even though our videos aren't making the world a better place, that's still what we're trying to create. A better world. Something new, Roddy? Today, I went to a mitzvah for the first time. Not only that, but I checked out my backyard and I went down the alleyway for the first time. So, Roddy, something new is that I went to a mitzvah for the first time today. I had no idea what was going on. And I probably looked as, like, super, super confused in there. But I did it, and I got something. I got this weird little bottle. It's pretty good. It tastes like bubblegum. I think it's called Ramen. Who knows what it is? Also, I checked out my backyard and I went down the alleyway. And I learned a couple, 2 new phrases in Spanish. One was como se puede udar, and I don't even remember the next one. So the last thing on this list was don't be bored, and I've tried most of this video to act pretty interested in what I'm talking about. Not that I have to act much, I am very interested in what I'm talking about. So Roddy, my question for you is, who or what do you think is interesting? And why?
Roddy, I'll see you tomorrow.